Think back to when you were growing up. Most all families lived in a town or section of town where their immediate family lived. Grandparents lived within blocks in the same town where they lived within 30 minutes from you. There were aunts, uncles, great uncles, and cousins, first, second, and thirds, who lived nearby. Our generational connection. We gathered on Sundays to eat, play, and visit. When we needed anything, there was always extended family to connect us with whatever our needs were. Today, it is so much different. Most families are spread all over the world. We see immediate family on occasion and everybody else at weddings or funerals. Our lives are fast-paced and we keep connected with the internet and cell phones. Where we live now, which in most cases is far from where we grew up, new connections need to be made. Some of those connections are great and some not so great. As we grow older and live apart from our families, it becomes even harder to find the right and most credible connections we can trust to assist us through life, especially as we age. How many of you here have heard about the Smarter Senior Seminar Series? Each month, free seminars are provided monthly that are designed to protect, inform, and educate you, our seniors and active adults, as you age. 24 seminars are scheduled in 2020 at all 16 Orange County Library branches. You have heard, no doubt, about real estate agents that specialize in listing and selling luxury homes, homes on golf courses, condos at the beach, waterfront properties, and vacant land, to name just a few. How many of you have heard about a real estate agent who specializes in just helping seniors and active adults navigate and prepare for his or her next chapter of their lives? What makes me different is that I serve you, our seniors and active adults. As a certified senior housing professional, I am different than other real estate agents. I assist you, our seniors and active adults, with the downsizing process while connecting you with trusted resources and services. I met Rudy at my first seminar that began in October of 2016, 2 days after my younger brother Pat had passed. She has been an attendee ever since, while both of us have created a lasting relationship. I am still here for Rudy when she is in need of anything senior related. Rudy, who is very quiet and reserved, lost her husband several years ago and now lives by herself. They had no children. She has some immediate family in other parts of the country, but they're not close at all. Early on, as an attendee, her and I would talk, and she indicated that she loved living where she was right now, but knew that someday she would need to move into an independent, assisted community. She had lived there for 25 plus years, and she and her husband loved this property and built memories. It was a small 2-bed, 1-bath with 1,400 square foot of living space, with a carport for 2 cars on 1 acre of land that had water access, and at night, from her family room, they could sit there and watch the most beautiful sunsets, early evening, and topping it off with Disney fireworks. What a great place to call home. Within 2 years, that time came, and Rudy had decided to entertain making a move into a new independent assisted and memory care community. Realizing as she was aging that her home was becoming too much maintenance, she asked me to set up an appointment to view the rooms and community with the sales consultant who she met at my seminars. We toured, and she decided that this was the place she wanted to call her new home. Now the process began. Rudy's testimonial story.
Today I'm organizing, simplifying, and adjusting to my new season in life. Widowed 7 years in a lovely community with good, friendly people. But without the superior help of Mike, I would still be lost and overwhelmed. Mike, who has built trusted connections, is doing a needed service for our active adults and aging seniors, to help in decisions and actualizing, as he did in negotiating and selling my property. Also, by connecting me with his estate sales group, helping with a mover and guiding me to the right, appropriate place and community. He also connected me with an elder law attorney, financial advisor, and CPA to do taxes at this most critical time. Now I have my will in place, a trust set up, directives and guardian care in place, in addition to having wise investments made to help offset the cost of independent living. Mike is a trusted friend who always does the right thing. His passion and commitment is exemplary.
Another seminar attendee. Marcia lived by herself as a single parent, but was a caregiver for both of her parents. A life with challenges, although able to purchase a manufactured home with land, but unable to make the right decisions when it came to its upkeep. She wanted to sell, to downsize, and to find another place where she was not responsible for its upkeep. On her own, she found an apartment complex that she felt would work. Approaching the end of her first year, the complex was raising her rent by $200 a month, something that would become unaffordable. With my follow-up call, she shared her dilemma. I stepped in and we found together a place for her in a 55-plus manufactured home, active adult community. Her life is now complete as a grandmother of 3. She has space to give her grandchildren, over which she missed desperately living in the one-bedroom apartment and was able to have when she owned. Her story follows.
The first time I met you, Mike, was in September of 2018 at one of your senior seminars, Downsizing. This topic interested me as I was beginning to do just that. You know, to let go of stuff that I didn't need anymore. I didn't realize until that day just how big a deal it is for so many people, especially those of us who are getting or are in our senior years. Also, the speakers you had were very informative and helpful. The information I obtained from that one seminar has proven to be and still is very valuable. Another interest of mine was that you are also a realtor, so I asked you if you could or would possibly help me do something with my home. At that time, I wasn't sure if I wanted to renovate, replace, or just move. This was a major decision I knew I had to make. Well, you stepped up to the plate and helped me through the entire process. You talked with me and made recommendations, which I had not even thought about. You actually listened to me. Now, I was beginning to doubt if you were a real realtor, because realtors usually don't listen. Generally, it's just all about the money, potentially theirs. But not you. You went above and beyond anything I could have ever expected. Anyone else probably would have given up after the first prospect, especially when we made a couple of disheartening discoveries with the home. But I'll leave it at that. Thank God you stayed in there and gave me hope. To me, it was a hard sell, but you amazingly sold my place after being on the market only a while and at a reasonable price. I don't know or need to know how you did it, but you must have talked the socks off of somebody. Now that's a realtor who cares. Oh, and I haven't forgotten about your senior seminars. As you know, I still try to attend most of them. You cover a lot of topics which concern or should concern everyone. Plus, through the speakers, I'm learning there's a lot of help out there, and it's the right help. Now, when I talk with anyone who is or becoming or know a senior person, I strongly recommend they start attending. And the seminars are free. Not much of that these days. I urge people to at least contact you because you are a wealth of information and will patiently help guide them in a direction they can trust as a senior advocate as well as a realtor. I know you have been a godsend for me, and may He continue to bless you in all that you do. Thank you.
These are just a few examples of the senior active adults that I have helped prepare for their next chapter. It is about listening to your needs, then providing options for you to choose from while connecting you with trusted resources and services. It is about guiding you through the process of transitioning while not having you be overwhelmed. No one really realizes how emotional this can all be as you dismantle memories in search of that right place you can call home. It certainly helps when you have a trusted advisor, advocate to help you through this process. Even after the placement and the sale of your home, we still will stay in touch with each other by phone, seeing each other at my seminars, or having lunch to catch up with each other throughout the year. We will become friends, good friends. As I close, my commitment to you is to build your trust. Be that someone you can turn to for help, guidance, and connection, while knowing that the services referred on the other end will have your back, always. Be that someone who will listen and provide options. There is no other real estate agent, consultant that will service your needs with integrity and be more professional than I, and that is what makes me different. After 60 years, I have found what I love to do.